Fresh white? Oh, I love fresh white, man. I love.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Leaving Newcomb's Ranch right now. I've been hanging out here all day. It's getting a little chilly here. I think it's poor Penske guy. He blew a gnarly flat right there. Look at his right rear, and he's just stuck. He's gonna be here a while, waiting for a tow. Good luck to him. Cool guy though. All right, so you guys are here for the review on the 2016/2017 Tuono 1100RR/factory. For any subscribers that have seen my previous videos on the 1100RR, my 2016, that bike is no longer with me. It has met its demise. It had a nice mechanical malfunction on this very road here that we're traveling down, Angeles Crest Highway. It had a really great high side, one of my best yet. So that bike is no longer with me, and I am aboard a 2017 RR, basically the same bike with a couple different upgrades. If you're watching this video, you probably know, god damn man, that sun is bright. Facial penetration. Anyway, yeah, so the 1100, yeah, great bike. The 2017 differs from the 2016 in that the 2017 has got a TFT dash, it's got up and down quick shifter, it's got a little bit bigger brakes, and I'll get to all that in a little bit. For anyone who's wondering what the longevity of the 1100 RR with the V4 motor was, for me I had about 26,000 miles on it before it went into the weeds, and the bike was just pretty much flawless. With one exception, that would be if I'm leaving Newcomb's like I'm doing right now with you guys, we're at about 5,000, 6,000 feet, somewhere in there. It's on the sign, I forgot to look at it, but it's pretty high up there. Anyway, as we descend this mountain and I travel the 25 miles to the bottom of the hill, by the time I get to the bottom of the hill, the bike would stall whenever I would pull in the clutch. And the best explanation I've been given, and you know, hey, I buy it because smarter people have told me, that essentially this bike, being a race bike, doesn't have the right sensors, or doesn't have the right number of sensors to monitor the differences in air pressure. Whatever it is, it was a problem. On this 2017, I have no issues whatsoever. The thing has been rock solid. I can descend, and it's fine. So maybe I got lucky on this one, but who knows? If anyone has issues with it, comment below. All right, I've got alloy wheels. So that's a big upgrade, number one. Anytime you can drop weight, reciprocating mass, unsprung weight, you're going to do yourself a big favor. You're going to gain agility, you're going to gain performance, you're going to gain handling, you're going to gain braking distances, and you're going to gain fuel economy. So I'm still a big fan of that. Drop weight when you can, especially in the wheels. I am currently testing the new Nitron R3 Shock, which is really good to me. I've only had it for a few weeks here, so what a great shock. I do recommend that with any shock, when you first get them, you got to break them in, and I think 500, 600 miles, it seems to be, for me, kind of like the sweet spot. The R3, if you're not familiar with, it's a Nitron. It's coming from England. They hand-built these things to your specifications and your riding style, so give them all that info and they'll custom make a unit for you. What I really like about it, it's got low-speed and high-speed compression adjuster, so you can really fine-tune the riding characteristics that you're looking for. Now, it's a blessing and a curse, and the blessing is that you can do all that, but the curse is that it just is a lot more for you to fuck up, which is what I've been doing for the last couple weeks, is I've just kind of been fucking up the back end of my bike. The base settings are really good, but I couldn't leave anything alone, so I started tweaking, and I just kind of threw everything out of whack. But with time, I've been able to dial in something that I'm really digging. The back end is feeling really, really good. So Nitron, man, great quality stuff. Check them out, Google them up, show them some love, buy their products. On the front, I've got Andriani valves that I've done to the 16 as well. I've got them in the 17s, and you know, as before, these things are great. They're really plush, really smooth, controlled, a lot of adjustability. Little tweaks go a long way. Get them professionally installed. If you don't know what you're doing, you can mess stuff up. But it's an inexpensive way to transform the front of your bike. Highly recommend them. Oh, Gabriel Ecu. So I've got the Gabriel in here. It's still a fantastic thing to do to a bike, and I love this ECU. I do, however, think that the 16 version was a better tune, and I say that for one reason, is that Gabriel spent a lot of time on the engine braking and messing with that and relieving some of the heavy engine braking that these bikes come with. He did not spend as much time with the 2017 tune. The on-throttle response and the mid-range and the pull and all that good stuff, all that yumminess is still there, but the engine braking is pretty much stock, which is a little aggressive for my taste. Man, that sun is just... I can't see it. I can't see a damn thing. It's so bright. I've got the Coso heated grips under my hands right now. The Oxfords that I had were great. I actually bought a set, put on this bike, but the issue that I had was that they don't fucking fit. Because something about the throttle tube on the 2017s being a little bit larger in diameter than the 16, so therefore you got to do a lot of dicking around to get that thing to fit, so I just wasn't up for dicking around. But the Cosos, which are really great, they went on really super easy. They actually are way more integrated looking. They look pretty factory because the buttons, the control, whoa, big rock, turn them on and off along with the LEDs are integrated into the grip itself. So there's no more bulky controller in the front of your bike, which looks kind of like ass anyway. So the Coso grips are good. I've only had them for a few weeks, but they feel good under my hands and they get plenty warm for California winters, which we are in the middle of now. I love this section of road. It's incredible. So flowy. It's pretty dirty here in the winter. It's usually littered with rocks, so I'm just going to kind of prance my way through it here. It's hard to see. I hope I don't hit something. I should probably slow down, but okay, what else do I have? The 2017 titanium exhaust by Graves is super light, super throaty, went on super easy, dropped a lot of weight, looks trick, locally made, Van Nuys. Whoa, don't ever hit the front of one of those. That'd be a bad day. I also have his frame sliders on as well, and hope to never test them, but they look cool and they don't stick out like big ass wings, and they don't look stupid. So I will say that my old frame sliders on is my RNGs. I love this turn. What was I saying? Oh, frame skidders from RNG. They did a decent job protecting the frame on the bike, my 2016. I also have the Litech front axle sliders, which they did a good job as well, and I have the driven rear axle sliders that got chewed up and mangled, but they did a good job as well. So I did get a chance to test them, and they weren't able to save my bike, but they did an admirable job. Oh, I've got these little foot peg riser dealies that I got off of eBay. They rise up 25 millimeters, and there's a 40 millimeter choice. I think I got the 25s. They bolt right on. I can use the stock rear sets, and I can get a little bit of movement. They swivel 360 degrees. They're really cool because it's an inexpensive way to get some foot position movement to where you want it. I didn't want to go blow a whole chunk of money on rear sets. I figured that was a cheap way to get the pegs up higher and further back, and they allow me to use the stock rear sets. So that was kind of a good move. I've also got some eBay levers on, which I'm a big fan of. Any of you guys that follow me know that I'm a big fan of them. Always have been, always will be. They feel great, and for like 50 or 60 bucks, they do a fantastic job. This bike is just fantastic, man. I don't think there's a better street bike made. You know, I've ridden the V4 Panigale. I think it's a brutal motor, just absolutely unbelievable. They really upped the bar on that. If I was spending all my time on a racetrack, then that would definitely be something to consider. But as far as an everyday comfortable street bike that you can go and rail around on a track and also rail around a mountain but also commute on, then I think the Tuono is definitely the way to go. You know, I got another one. Hopefully I won't have any issues on this one. I've got about 2,500 miles on it, and so far so good. You guys may want to check back with me in about, I don't know, maybe another 15,000 miles. I'll put another video out and we'll talk about it then. But for now, all I can say is go buy one of these things and just ride the shit out of it. If it breaks, fix it. If you crash it, buy another one. Aprilia deserves to have support, as they make something that's really good and that just speaks to the soul. and that's pretty much what you want in a bike, right? You want something that's going to make you want to get up and ride. So this bike does that for me. So hey, everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'm pretty busy, but I try to check and answer each and every one of them when I have time. So just please be patient with me. Until the next video, be safe, guys. Appreciate it. Stayed within my lane. Do that, everybody. Stay within your lane. Ride safely. Share the road. There's always a cop up here to the left, usually. So I'm going to go mellow through here. Let's see. Yeah. I actually had a guy, a cop, motor cop, chase me down from there. He was hiding there on the left-hand side in the bushes, and we get about another mile or two down the road, and he catches me and took my helmet off, and he recognized me from motorcycle.com, and he just gave me a warning, getting right me up. And that was the first one. Whoa! Jesus, fuck. That is bright. It's the only time that my 15 minutes of fame has actually worked to my advantage.